This magnifying glass represents what artificial intelligence is actually doing. It isn't magic, it's a sophisticated detective searching for patterns to solve a case. This vintage screen shows us where that detective work actually began decades ago. Long before modern chatbots, early machines used basic statistical learning to analyze highly structured, organized data, like the numbers on spreadsheets. Imagine this early software as a rookie detective. This rookie solves mysteries using a strict step-by-step checklist of yes or no questions. For example, if it's trying to identify an animal, it might ask, does it have fur? If yes, does it bark? If yes again, it reaches a conclusion, it's a dog. This flowchart is the core of traditional machine learning, sorting information to reach a verdict. But a single rookie makes mistakes, so the system creates a precinct. Watch the flowcharts multiply. Hundreds of checklists vote on the final answer together, making the result reliable. As these systems tried to read text, they ran into a problem. These earlier straight-line models read like a person following a single thread. Look at the words entering this narrow tunnel, one by one. By the time the machine reaches the end of a long paragraph, it has effectively forgotten the clues it found at the very beginning. Reading word by word like this creates a bottleneck. To solve complex human-level mysteries, the machine had to stop looking through a narrow tunnel and start looking at the entire picture all at once. This phone screen shows the tool that represents a massive leap in how computers handle the complexity of the way we talk. It's the master detective of the AI world. Look at this massive evidence board. Instead of reading a book word by word, this new architecture pins every single word of a sentence onto the board at the exact same time. Notice those red strings shooting across the board. The system is instantly linking every word to every other word, mapping out how they all relate to one another in an instant. This allows the machine to find context. If the sentence is about a grocery store, the string between apple and fruit, glowing brightly now, mathematically strengthens. The line to computer becomes thin and gray because it doesn't fit the scene. Because the AI has mapped out the full context of the entire board, it can see the missing pieces. It calculates the exact, most logical next word to pin up, right into that empty space. By repeating this prediction process at lightning speed, the machine generates the highly convincing, human-like text we interact with every day. By seeing every connection on the board at once, these machines moved past simply reading words and started grasping the relationships between them. So our master detective can follow the story. But what if they need a visual sketch of the suspect? This brings us to the systems that generate original imagery. This diagram shows how two virtual artists work together in a loop. The paintbrush creates a detailed image, while the magnifying glass acts as a critic, catching mistakes. They compete repeatedly. This constant feedback forces the AI to improve until it produces incredibly realistic outputs, like the final portrait here, synthesizing lifelike faces. Lately, a different method has become the standard for the images we see online. It's a technique that turns chaos into clarity. This screen full of static shows exactly how it works. The AI acts like an art restorer, guided by your text prompt. It systematically wipes away that random noise until a pristine image is revealed underneath. When you step back and look at the whole board, you see that AI is a logical evolution. It grew from basic checklists into deep networks of red strings, and finally into competing virtual artists. Understanding this machinery turns you into a master interrogator. You are ready to write far more effective prompts now that you know exactly how the machine thinks.